Welcome to OnCourtAI, the UK's leading AI tennis coach. I'm Coach Chris, joined as always by former touring professional Alex and sports psychologist Dr. Sam. This week, you will have seen some major changes to our advanced stats and AI coaching. Don't forget, you can upgrade anytime before the last ball is played at Wimbledon and get your first month free. This week's episode is all about enhancing your volley and net game. We've seen a surge in the community with 90 videos uploaded by 41 players, and it's clear that everyone is eager to improve. We're also thrilled to welcome 50 new members who are jumping into their tennis journeys. Today, we'll dive into some fascinating data, highlighting what players are doing well and where there's room for improvement, especially at the net. So, let's get into the numbers.
That's right, Chris. It's exciting to see so many players uploading videos focused on their strokes. Looking at the stroke breakdown, the forehand videos dominated with 41 uploads, but the average score was just 54.4. Typically, we expect to see higher averages, especially as players develop their skills. The serve came in with 40 videos and an average score of 59.8, which is a bit better, but still room for improvement. The backhand had the highest average score at 62.6, but with only 9 videos, it's a smaller sample. This tells us that players are actively working on their serves and forehands, but might be neglecting their volleys.
Absolutely, Alex. The data really reflects a common trend in tennis. Players often focus more on their ground strokes, thinking they need to nail those before addressing their net game. However, the net is where matches can be won or lost. The mental aspect of approaching the net confidently also plays a crucial role. Players must cultivate a mindset that embraces being at the net, which often requires a different set of mental skills compared to baseline play.
Exactly, Dr. Sam. And speaking of the game, let's highlight some individual player achievements across all strokes. Warren stood out this week with an impressive score of 82 on their serve, showcasing a toss height of 56 centimeters. That toss height is crucial because it gives them the optimal window to generate power and control. We can see that they are really fine-tuning their serve technique, which is essential for a strong net game.
Warren's performance is a great example of how the serve can set up points. When a player serves well, it puts pressure on the opponent right from the start. That toss height of 56 centimeters is excellent. It gives them the needed time to react and position themselves for the next shot. In professional play, you'll see top players often use their serve to dictate the point, especially when they follow it up with strong volleys at the net.
Warren's accomplishments can also serve as a motivational example for others. This highlights the importance of setting specific goals. It's not just about winning points, but mastering a skill like serving. Players can visualize Warren's success to build their confidence when they practice their serves, reinforcing that they too can achieve similar results. This is all about creating a positive feedback loop.
Another standout this week was Nat, who had an X-factor separation of 71 centimeters on their forehand, which is fantastic. The X-factor refers to the rotation between the shoulders and hips during a swing. A larger X-factor creates a powerful coil, like winding a spring before releasing. Nat's impressive separation indicates they understand the biomechanics of generating power, which can translate into a stronger volley when they come to the net.
That's a great point, Chris. Nat's ability to create that separation is a skill that many recreational players overlook. In professional tennis, players like Roger Federer or Serena Williams exhibit exceptional X-factor separation, which allows them to hit explosive shots. When players can translate that power into their volleys, it can dramatically improve their effectiveness at the net.
Nat's metrics also suggest they are likely aware of their body mechanics, and that awareness can be a game changer. By focusing on their physical skills, they may develop a stronger mental approach as well. Understanding their technique helps reduce anxiety when transitioning to the net, as they can trust their training and focus on executing their shots.
Let's talk about Jim, who nailed a knee angle of 126 degrees during their serve. That's just slightly below the optimal range of 130 to 150 degrees, but it's still commendable. A good knee bend is essential because it allows for a powerful leg drive, which translates into speed and control in their shots. Having that body position is equally important when volleying. Strong legs help with balance and quick adjustments at the net.
Jim's knee bend is crucial for generating that explosive power, and it's interesting since many players neglect their lower body mechanics. The best players on tour, like Novakovic, are known for their incredible knee bend and how they use their legs to generate speed and precision, especially at the net. When hitting volleys, this foundational technique becomes vital for maintaining stability.
That's a great insight, Alex. Jim's knee bend also points to the importance of developing good habits from the ground up. If they can consistently practice with that knee bend, it will become second nature. I encourage players to visualize themselves hitting powerful volleys with the right knee bend, reinforcing that mental image to build confidence and consistency.
Now, let's highlight Shoji, who demonstrated excellent weight transfer with 59 centimeters of hip-forward movement into their backhand. This metric is so important because it indicates that they are using their body effectively to generate power. Proper weight transfer helps in maintaining balance and control, especially crucial when moving towards the net for volleys.
Absolutely. Shoji's hip movement shows that they're not just relying on their arm to hit the ball, but engaging their whole body. This is a common mistake I saw among players on tour early in their careers. When I first started, I had to learn the importance of transferring weight properly. The more you engage your hips, the more pop you get in your shots, and that translates beautifully into volleying when you advance to the net.
Shoji's example illustrates the connection between physical technique and mental readiness. Understanding how to transfer weight effectively builds confidence in their strokes, especially in high-pressure situations like the net. Players can create a mental cue to remind themselves to focus on their weight transfer during practice, solidifying that connection in their minds.
Now, let's move on to our drill of the day, which is volleys with a partner. This drill perfectly aligns with our theme today because it targets essential volley techniques. The goal here is to practice volleying with a partner from the net while keeping your hands up and making contact in front with a firm wrist. This simple drill is a game changer for improving your net game.
I love this drill, Chris. The focus on keeping the wrist firm and locked through contact with less than 10-degree variation is crucial. In high-pressure situations at the net, being able to react quickly and confidently can turn the tide of a match. This is something you see all the top players doing, keeping their hands steady and their eyes on the ball.
Absolutely, Alex. The mental aspect is essential here as well. As players engage in this drill, they should remind themselves that confidence at the net often comes from consistent practice. Building that habit of maintaining a firm wrist will not only improve their technique, but will also boost their overall confidence when it counts in matches.
So, here's how to do the volleys with a partner drill. First, find a partner and position yourselves at the net about 2 to 3 meters apart. Begin rallying volleys, focusing on keeping your hands up and making contact in front of your body. Aim for a firm wrist throughout the motion, which means minimal backswing and keeping the racket steady. Practice for about 20 minutes, alternating who initiates the volley.
That's a solid breakdown, Chris. A great analogy is to think of the volleys as a quick reflex action, similar to how pros handle fast-paced exchanges at the net. They don't have time to think. It's all about muscle memory and instinct. Watching players like the Bryan brothers, you see they've mastered this through endless practice of their volley technique.
Exactly. The key to mastering this drill is to practice regularly and keep a positive mindset. Players should aim to incorporate this into their training routine several times a week. It may take a few sessions before it feels automatic, but that's the goal. Visualize those successful volleys as they practice.
To wrap up our drill, remember to keep it fun and competitive. The more enjoyable the drill, the more likely you are to stick with it. So the key takeaway from today's session is practice those volleys with a partner, focus on a firm wrist, and let those skills translate into your matches.
And remember, as you work on your volley game, embrace the process. Each practice session is a step forward, so celebrate your progress and build that confidence at the net. With dedication and a positive mindset, you can transform your game.
Ready to improve your game? Upload your shot today at oncourtai.co.uk.